guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are all well. I feel like I haven't filmed in forever, even though it hasn't been that long. But I have started school as of last week, and I feel like I've kind of mastered a quick makeup routine that I like to do on days that I go to school. I typically do this even when I'm not at school, if I just want to look put together but also be as minimal as possible. So I wanted to go ahead and show you guys that today. So hopefully that is something you are interested in, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so I already moisturized my skin with the EMBRYOLISE what is it called? The Lait-Crème concentrate, and then I use my KIEHLS creamy avocado eye treatment. Now I'm just going to go ahead and apply my sunscreen. I'm just using the Garnier Over Makeup SPF. I have not found this here thus far. I bought this in Germany and I have not been able to find it here, so hopefully I can, because I love the concept of having a spray-on sunscreen. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend that in. So I do want to preface that this makeup might not be everybody's cup of tea, or you would just prefer to not wear any makeup considering how basic this is, but that is completely up to you. I just like to have a little something on when I'm going to school, even though I obviously don't have to. The next thing I'm using is the TULA Skincare Glow and Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. I just roll this under my eyes, and if you keep this cool, it feels really nice, especially in the mornings. Just go ahead and dab it in. You don't really need to blend this in because it's super thin, but I just like to, just in case. I also want to apologize if you guys are sick and tired of how many times I've moved my lighting, my filming situation, and I know it's probably getting annoying that I'm not keeping it at one thing, but I'm just trying to experiment as much as possible, kind of see what looks the best. So hopefully this positioning is okay. I feel like this would be good for me if it works, because I feel like the last position I had, the lighting would kind of go a little weird, or I felt like I don't know, I just wasn't that happy with it. I feel like in the beginning it was working really well, and then after a while I was like, no, not a fan. So I'm using the Wet n Wild Prime Focus Primer Serum. This is the hydrating one, and I love this stuff. That is what it looks like. Super inexpensive, and obviously you can find this at the drugstore. I'm just blending this in with a e.l.f. Small Oval Complexion, just because you guys know I don't like to use my hands as much, so we're doing that. Okay, next product I am going to be using is my VASANTI Liquid VO2. As you guys know, just going to go ahead and plop that under my eyes. And I'm going in with the ANISA Beauty Angled Concealer Brush, and I'm just going to blend this in. I currently have all my makeup in this little basket thing, and it makes me feel so influencer type, people on TikTok use these to collect their makeup, or YouTubers do, so I feel like I'm part of the cool squad, even though I am not. I'm just pretending like I am. So I have you guys zoomed in a little more. I am hoping this lighting is not bad. As of now it seems okay, but I won't know until I am editing this video, and then it's too late. So I'm gonna go in with my foundation. You can obviously cater this step to your liking. If you don't like foundation for day to day, you can use a tinted moisturizer, BB cream, something like that, or just powder if your skin is okay with it. But I personally like using foundations. There are days when I do like using BB creams and stuff, but I feel like typically when I'm going to school, or just the days I want this on, I feel like I want a little bit more coverage. So this is just personally what I like. And this is the DANESSA MYRICKS Yummy Skin Serum Foundation. I'm using the shade 6N. And even though I was gonna save this foundation for winter because it's super glowy, my skin has been very dry lately because I guess the weather's starting to cool down a little bit, or I actually don't know why it's getting dry. It's always dry, but yeah, so I've been really liking this foundation. Next I'm going to go in with the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. I'm just going to shake this up and spray. Now you guys know I like to do this between my, like, throughout my makeup. And I'm going to take a beauty blender here and just go ahead and blend this out. I'm so glad I bought like 2 shades of this foundation, because this foundation definitely won't work for me in the winter when I'm like at my palest, because right now this is like a smidgen too dark, but I can make it work just because I'm at the tannest I can possibly be, basically. But good thing I have a lighter shade too, because this foundation formulation is beautiful. If you were dry skin, I think you would love it, and I think I made a video testing this, so I'll link that below as well. I really hope the lighting's okay. I'm so worried, but I just have to experiment until I have this perfected, and I feel like I'm not going to get to perfection until I'm like in a proper studio or something, but I'm gonna make do with what I have, obviously. Okay, and now that I am all blended in, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the eyebrows. So typically there's 2 things I like to do with this step. I either use my MILANI Weekend Brow Eyebrow Tint, or I go in with soap and just put the soap throughout my brows and call it a day. So if you are unsure what I mean by using soap, I have a bar of PEARS soap. You typically take soap that is clear. I don't know if I've talked about this on my channel yet, because I cannot remember for the life of me, but essentially what you do is you activate the soap with some water or anything. I use just like a regular mist, and I'm taking a spoolie just from e.l.f., and all you do is you just run this through your brows. I feel like if you're someone that has already thicker and fuller brows, this will work beautifully on you, and then if you're someone that doesn't, you can obviously still do this step but just follow up with a brow product after. But sometimes I feel like if I do this right, I don't need to put anything else in my brows, but that depends on how they look that day, because sometimes my makeup cooperates and sometimes it does not, so I have to see what it will do today. But I'm obviously starting off with the soap. I just love how this looks. I don't know how or why, but this adds like volume, and definitely still have the sparseness that I have throughout my brows, but I just feel like they look more uniformed this way. I'm not sure why, but they do to me. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the MILANI Weekend Brow Tint, and you guys are as zoomed in as I can get you to be, so hopefully this is okay. And I'm just gonna add a little bit in some areas, very little. I'm using the lightest hand because this stuff can get very pigmented really quickly. So just going a little bit here and a little bit there, just to make them look a little more uniformed. Also, it's important to note that my brows are not sisters, they are distant relatives. Like, they are not the same. I don't know how people get their brows to look the same, even though mine aren't even done. I don't know how they're already uneven, so it'll be fun when they are done and uneven on top of that, so that's great. Okay, so I added a little bit there, and I'm just gonna go back in with the spoolie and just brush them out again. And kind of flatten them out. I don't know if I'm using the correct term, but I feel like this gives the appearance or the effect of laminated brows, I think. I don't know if that's what it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of like the look it gives. It just looks super natural, but like super uniformed. Kind of caters well to the clean girl aesthetic makeup, but I just like how this looks, and I feel like it works for my brows since they're already thick, you know. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see I'm like super glowy right now because the foundation is super glowy, but I'm gonna go ahead and put some concealer on. I am using the DIOR Forever Skin Correct in shade 1W. Love, love, love this concealer so much. I'm just really dry right now, so I'm trying to stick with the most hydrating products, and this concealer is definitely one of my most hydrating, most like good one with a good coverage basically. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that on there, and while we are waiting for that to set, I'm gonna go ahead and take my Tower 28 Super Dew, and this is in the color No Shade, And this is a gel. I know I featured this because I have something similar from Makeup Mario. This is just a clear balm, and what I'm going to do with this is just dab a small amount on my lids. Now, because I put eye cream and I didn't follow up with anything, usually my lids will stay like glowy, but obviously since I have dry skin, it will go away and it'll dry. So I just like to put a little bit because you guys know how I feel about a dewy lid. I just love it. So I'm gonna follow up again with the Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist from Glow Recipe. And now I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and just blend out this concealer. Trying to look at the camera as much as possible because I don't want to fall out of focus, you know, but just going ahead and blending that. And if I get some up too far, I'll just blend it out with my fingers. Every time I am filming, it feels like I miss popularity because I swear any other time nobody messages me, nobody calls me, nobody talks to me. But when I sit down to film, suddenly people want to talk to me. Like, I swear, like, it's so bizarre. I don't know. I love this concealer so much. Like, ugh, I love this concealer. If you guys have not tried this concealer, oh my god, I highly recommend it. I kind of want to make a video about like expensive products that I think are worth the money, but I don't know. I don't want to be like pushing people to think they have to spend something to get it, like something expensive, but like it would be like obviously my opinion, like products that I think are worth the money or products that I obviously would see myself spending the money again to purchase the product. Like, I don't know if that's something you guys would be interested in watching, but I definitely want to do one focus on like affordable products that are like amazing. And I was gonna do a video about my favorite like affordable products and just try to see if I can do a full face with them. So yeah, and they are products I've already mentioned on this channel. I obviously want to continue introducing new products and reviewing stuff, but I don't want to make you guys think that I constantly am like trying to push new products down your face, like down your throat, or like basically push the idea that you always need this new makeup. Like, I bought a new organizational system for my drawers, so now I'm storing them in those infamous Alex drawers by IKEA, and I realize sometimes like looking at all the makeup I have, I don't even have as much as other people I've seen, but it tends to overwhelm me. So I'm kind of being reasonable and modest with my purchasing habits right now. Obviously sometimes I don't have any control and I buy stuff, but I'm trying to like use what I have because I am fully aware that makeup does expire, and you know, I don't want to be just throwing money down the drain at this point. So I am well aware of that, and I just want to be better with or being more conscious of like wasting, because I know wasting is not good. Okay, it feels like I was blending this forever, but okay. Next I'm gonna go in with a product you guys know I love. This is the SHEGLAM Color Bloom Liquid Blush. I'm using the shade Love Cake. Yes, Love Cake. And I'm gonna go ahead and shake this up. I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 dots of this. Oh my god, I love this blush formula so much. I'm taking a Sephora 47 just to blend this out here. And I feel like I still haven't mastered like blush placement. Like, sometimes I feel like it looks good the way I do it, and then sometimes I'm like, what are you doing, Zainab? Like, what is that? I don't know. This is why it makes me laugh when people are like, can you do my makeup? I'm like, do I look professional to you? Like, I don't even know what I'm doing myself. Like, please. I know everybody, a lot of people always tell me like, oh, you should have been a makeup artist, and I'm like, how to the no? Do I look like I'm anywhere professional? Like, I don't know. Like, I love makeup so much, and I always like want to be, I know I'm always going to be buying and testing, but like, I can't be like a makeup artist. Come on. That doesn't mean I will not try to learn and be better, but I just don't see it being my like profession. Of course, YouTube is like a whole other thing. Reviewing and testing makeup is like my favorite. I love playing with makeup. Just feel like I want to stick to my face only, not other people's, and have like their experience being my hands. Like, imagine being a makeup artist and you do like a bride's makeup for her wedding and she hates it, and it's like the most important day of her life, and it's like, I can't imagine the anxiety I'd feel if someone said I hate it. Like, I'd be like, I'm so sorry. Like, that job is just not for me. And I feel like there's already so many talented makeup artists. Vancouver definitely doesn't have as many as like the States and stuff, I feel like, but, or maybe they do and I just don't know about a lot, but there's so many talented girls here that do makeup, like, oh my god. So I could never ever even compete or like come close to that. Not that it's a competition, but you know, like their skills are like next level, so yeah, I don't think so. But like, very nice of everybody to think that I am capable of that. Like, you guys know I still don't know how to do eyeliner. I still haven't tried to practice it because I'm so comfortable with just knowing what I know. So yeah, that should just show you. Okay, I'm just blending out the creases from under my eyes so we're not setting them in. And I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder. This is in the shade 120. I'm taking it on my puff here and just going to go ahead and set the under eye. You guys, this powder, you need it. You need it from the drugstore. Better than a lot of high-end powders. I love this ever since I like bought this and rediscovered it, because I have tried it in the past. I feel like I forgot about every other powder I owned because I cannot stop using this now. It's like the only thing I reach for. So definitely going to be featured in a favorites video for sure. Love this so much. I can't believe I had to rediscover it. Like, sometimes I forget how much I love certain stuff. But anyways, hopefully you guys can see the difference. So obviously this side is nice because it's like glowy and stuff, but concealer will not sit nicely when it's super glowy. I wish it would, but it's obviously going to crease if you have lines under your eyes, so powder just helps that. So can you guys see the difference? This is the eye that I put the powder, this is the unset. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the same on the other eye. Just blend the creases out and pat in to this magical powder and set my under eye. This powder is so good, you guys. Ugh. It was hard to find this. I think this got popularity again, and I hate what social media is doing with makeup stuff becoming so hard to find. Like, I love that stuff is getting appreciated and noticed, but like, God forbid something goes like viral or like it's trending. Good luck finding it. There's stuff that like went viral months, maybe even close to a year ago, and I still have not been able to get my hands on them, and it's so frustrating. I'm like, why? Like, it's crazy how strong TikTok is and Instagram is. Like, one user, one creator talks about something, it's like drops the face of the earth. Like, it's crazy to me. But obviously very happy for these brands that, you know, they're getting noticed and stuff. I'm being selfish. Like, why can't I find them? And it's tough. And obviously living in Canada, I feel like I don't have the luxury of like having everything readily available. I feel like here, like if you're looking for a certain brand, they only sell it at certain stores, whereas in the States, if they don't have it at one retailer, like if they don't have it at Target, it's at Walgreens, it's at CVS, it's at Rite Aid, it's at Ulta, it's at, like, they have Sephora. Like, they have so many more options than we do, where here we're limited to like Walmart, Shoppers, Superstore, Rexall, London Drugs. And if you go to Shoppers, like right now there's an Essence mascara that's like hyped and it's a very old mascara. You go to every single retailer that sells Essence, good luck finding it. Like, Essence's stock is completely wiped clean. Like, it's crazy to me. But like, obviously I'm happy for Essence because I feel like they were so underappreciated for so long, and now they're getting like the appreciation they deserve. Okay, sorry guys, I had to change my camera battery, so we're gonna go ahead and continue. Okay, so hopefully the lighting and everything is still good. Next, I'm gonna be taking my BECCA Hydra Mist Set and Refresh powder. Now, you guys know in the beginning of my YouTube journey, I discovered this when it literally, BECCA announced that they're going out of business, so that was a sad moment for me. But I am trying to use this product up, and that is adding to the idea of me trying to use up stuff instead of wasting. I have so much powder right now that I can't even look at other powders. Like, even if stuff comes out new, just dropped stuff, I literally restrain myself, and I'm like, no, you don't need it because you have so many in your collection already. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set areas that get a little oily throughout the day. Not that I get oily, but you know, just because it's a little shiny right now. So I did above my lip, this area, and I am doing my 5 head right now, and I also powdered my nose. Also, this like powder was technically supposed to have like a cooling effect thing, but it doesn't now because I removed the top layer of the packaging because I couldn't get the rest of this stuff out. So now I'm just using it as is. So I am leaving some areas unset, so I am not gonna powder my chin because I'm currently dealing with a lot of dryness there and I don't want it to end up being patchy or peeling and stuff because that is not a flattering look. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. Next I'm going to go ahead and set my face. I'm using the Sephora makeup setting spray. In case you guys didn't know, this is a dupe for a very popular setting spray, which I will include in my dupe video. Hopefully when it comes out. I don't know when exactly. Still doing research, you guys, so hold off on that. But if you guys hear that, my sister is here with her baby, and my house is never quiet unless I am home alone. Even then, it's not quiet because my house is haunted. I'm just kidding. So I'm gonna let that dry. And the next thing I am going to do is curl my lashes. Now, you guys, this is where I said like this look might not be conventionally everybody's choice, but it's like what I've been loving lately. And also, I just want to give a shout out to these tweezers because these lashes stay curled all day, and this is the Tweezerman tweezers. I got this from Walmart. It is a little pricey, but I feel like it is worth it. Now I'm going to line my lips. Oops. Oh god. And now I am going in with a SHEGLAM lip tint in Good Habits. I don't know if I told you guys, but I like made a whole new order for these. I got a new one of the birthday lips color that's like my favorite, and I got 2 more colors to try. I love this freaking formula. It's so good. And sometimes if I feel like the color is just a little bit too strong, what I do is I just take my finger and I just blend it out. Okay, and that, you guys, is the finished look. Now, I know you're probably wondering, where is the mascara? You didn't put on any eyeshadow, you didn't put on any highlighter, but the reason why I like this look and why I typically stick to glowy or dewy formulas for this look is that I can skip out on other stuff. So because I'm already wearing a very hydrating and glowy foundation, and I wore a very hydrating concealer, and the powder was dry girl friendly, I feel like I still have a glowy dew showing through my cheeks, so I feel like I don't even need to apply highlighter. I love how healthy my skin looks, but at the same time I'm not looking oily and like, you know, like my makeup's like melting or something. I don't put on mascara because I feel like this eyelash curler, the way it holds a curl, it just makes me feel some kind of way. I don't know. I love how it looks. I love the look of bare lashes with like makeup on for some reason. I don't know if that's weird. I also love the look of dewy lids. Like, this just is my version of a clean girl thing because I can't do the minimalist. That's too minimal. I feel like that clean girl aesthetic works if you're already like super beautiful and have beautiful skin. But like for me, nah, this is my clean girl look. So I have zoomed you guys in so you can just see how everything is looking. Obviously, if you guys decide to try out this look, you can, you know, bring in products to your liking. You can obviously set more. You can obviously do a lighter lip color. You don't obviously have to do the same thing. You can do something more muted. You can just do chapstick. Like, this is just my everyday. And if I wasn't blabbering your heads off for the past like 40 minutes, 30 minutes, I don't know, I literally can get this makeup done in 10 minutes or less than 15 for sure. I have not timed myself, but I feel like I can do this very quickly. But since makeup's so therapeutic for me, I just take my time, you know. But yeah, I have been loving this look lately. I love how fresh it makes me look. I feel like it lasts even though I look like I'm super dewy and stuff. I just love it. I look so healthy. I'm like super satisfied with how I look. And by the end of the day, when I come home, I don't look like a dry cake, which has been my situation for a long time. So yeah, I just love this so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!